Hey there, yogis, it's Candy. So this is your mindfulness minute for mindfulness, well, it's a few minutes, mindfulness moment, let's put it that way, for this week. And what we're gonna work on this week is we're just gonna work on a kind of a face meditation or a facial scan. Just a little kind of tidbit to the science of this. There are 12 pairs of nerves that are called cranial nerves. Of those, 4 pair are responsible for the parasympathetic response in our body. That's the relaxation response. And 3 of those pair intersect with the facial muscles, the eyes, the mouth. And so when we concentrate or relax or pay attention to our face, we're also connecting to the part of our nervous system that helps us relax. And so that's our meditation for today. So we're gonna take a few moments first and just get ourselves set up. So you can have your eyes closed, or you can have like a little bit more of a sort of like, if you close your eyes just a little bit and let them sort of gaze out in front of you softly, that's a good way to do it. And then organize your body so that you're sitting upright. You might, if you feel a little bit like your low back is not very comfortable, you could stick like a little pillow behind your low back so that you have a little bit more of a stable place. And then I rest my palms just on my thighs. If it helps, you can put one hand inside the other or some other way. For me, the most restful way for me to hold my shoulders is just to let myself sort of sit up a little tall, support my low back, and then if it needs it, and then let my arms relax. And that puts my arm bone in the most neutral position, so my shoulders will stay stable and relaxed. So that's the first part, organize your body. And then just take a moment, take a nice deep breath, exhale. And with that exhale, let yourself relax. And then we'll do a couple of breaths like that, where all we're gonna do is inhale and then try to lengthen out the exhale. Just make it a little bit longer, okay? Let your body settle into a relaxed state. And those exhales that go a little bit longer help us again to trigger that part of our nervous system that helps us relax. And then we're going to bring our awareness to the muscles of our face. And that's the place we're going to start. Notice the muscles around the temple area, around the eye, and the cheekbone first. So that area, because there's quite a few overlapping layers of muscle that go around the top of the ear and around that area, that's a good way to kind of begin, is to soften and release any tension that you might feel in that space. And if your hair is held in a tight, like my bun is pretty loose, but if you have a really tight bun and it's pulling on that part of your head, you might loosen up your hair. Now, relax the eye so that it feels like the socket deepens and the eye itself is allowed to settle back. And now bring a sense or a feeling of kindness and compassion to your eyes. So that if we gaze out into the world, we gaze out from a sense of deep kindness, deep compassion. And then soften all of the spaces between your cheekbones and your jaw. And come to an awareness of the place where the jaw hinges, right there, slightly in front of and below your ear. And let that area soften and even slacken a bit. So the teeth part. And the lips get a little softer. Let your tongue relax down into your mouth a bit. And bring a softness to your lips that's almost fluffy, like a little pouty, but without tension. Just let the lips grow soft. So the eyes reflect kindness, and the mouth reflects a sense of relaxation and sweetness and even vulnerability. So that our faces become open and unguarded and soft. And it's possible that we'll put the mask back on before we go back out into the world. But while we're here just by ourselves, can we put down all that tension and the effort to control our face and just be kind with ourselves? Notice how it makes you feel. And then the next practice might be that we see what it would be like to go into the world with this kindness on our faces, rather than the tension that we might normally approach life with. So yogis, just pause. We're going to stay for a few moments here, memorizing this sense of sweet, open kindness in our faces. Well, each of our face. Sharing that with each other here in the virtual space. Thanks for joining me, yogis. Have a great rest of your day.